Yo, good morning, people. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Welcome to yet another live stream. Today is 17th of August. Beautiful day. Why is it beautiful day? Because we got market open today, baby. It's funny. Why is it a beautiful day, you might ask? Because I already took 2 trades. Now, you ain't gonna believe me, but one of the trades was called yesterday. yo, welcome to the stream, guys. Let me get everything set up for you real quick. I also made new charts for you. I will go over both of the entries, but yeah, good morning, Ahmad. Welcome for Ramon, yeah. Yo, morning, big rush. let me just introduce my little friend over here. Yeah, let's get to the TDA, right? I did forget to do the TDA. I will do that right now. But this is the chart colors. We can stay on this or we can go back to the previous one. Yo, Delby, welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Let me open up my monster. I will do the TDA in just a moment. What a beautiful way to start the day. So we got 2 trades, right? So one of them was the 4-hour sweep of the yeah, that's the one I took, the 4-hour sweep. The sell stop on the candle delivered. I was targeting that low, the 184 low, like Ran and Mosey. Hey, it's fine. Let's get to the top down analysis. I really want to do this real quick, but we were talking about this for quite a while now, like a really long while, this little and yeah, it was brutal, right? We were waiting on it for I don't know how much, like, wait, hold on, since July, since the start of July we were waiting for it to deliver. But yeah, it did deliver now. Delivered perfectly on the 4-hour. On the 1-hour, if you entered on the 1-hour, it did stop you out, I think. Yeah, it did stop you out. On the 1-hour, it came all the way back, reswept it, and then went lower, right? That's what it did on the 1-hour. But let me just do the top down analysis real quick. So we have a really nice looking bullish zone down here. Let me do long, not but SNDR, a long SNDR, and a lower time frame one as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, perfect. This is, I don't know which number swing. I will check. Let me check. So I have 1, 2, 3. This is swing number 3 on the higher time frame. So let me just mark out this as swing number 3. So what I am expecting with PA, we are currently in that previous swing. If on just on the lower time frame, we have 1, 2, 3 swings on the lower time frame, and we are currently tapping this swing. So the 50 or the opening gap, wherever it is on 150, 160, I could see a rejection to go higher. But if this sweep does deliver more, I could see us tapping the 3rd swing, right? The SNDR and possibly the lower time frame one as well. That's what I see on NQ right now. But let me just yeah, let me see if there's anything else higher. Yeah, other than that, that high is our target. That high is essentially our target, if we do continue higher. Perfect. How are you guys doing on this fine ass Monday? Come on now. Let me grab a screenshot of the chart real quick. These are both bullish SNDRs, by the way, not short but bullish. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Let me copy image. Let me just post this in the Discord, so I don't forget, right? So we have TDA, the 17th of August, 2026. We are expecting, we just swept the higher time frame Perfect, right? Expecting a short move inside the range. We could see a double sweep because, you know, the first sweep already delivered. What I could see then is the taps of lower SNDRs. That's what I could see possibly forming. If we don't hold on, let me yeah, if we don't hold the previous swing, that being the previous third swing, right? Bang. That's it. That's the whole TDA right there. If we continue higher, we could see the high being swept, the marked high. Bang. And follow your rules. At the end of every TDA, I put follow your rules. Bang. So how are you guys doing? Come on now, you guys doing fine? Can you show what you consider the high and the lows and 3 low? Yeah, I will. Yo, CK, welcome. Anonymous, welcome. Let me see. Yo, what's up? Plastic, welcome. I will do that real quick. I had to do the TDA for the Discord, but I'll do that in just a second. But Rush, it was amazing. I went on a tour of the apartment, looking for new apartments, and I got 2 coming up soon. 2 new tours. So we'll see how that goes. But on the lower time frame, so we have these on the lower time frame. We have this leg, right? This leg, and I'm looking for 1, 2, and 3. These are 3 swings on the lower time frame. Let me just see if you wanna. Yeah, I think I understand the question. So how I got to that third one is like this. Let me just first out mark everything out, and then I'll talk about it. Okay, perfect. I hope that it's much clearer now. So we have that break of structure, that initial. I think it's the hourly structure. Yeah, it's the hourly structure. We got that initial break of structure, traded higher, put in that second swing, traded higher, put in that third swing, traded higher. Of course, this took a while because it was ranging. We obviously do understand that this is a range. It took a little while, but yeah, now traded higher. Currently in that rounding phase. So yeah, maybe we could see lower prices. I do expect that opening gap to be filled. Hey, don't blink anytime. If you have any questions, just make sure to ask them so I can, you know, get to it. Don't be there standing in doubt, right? Yeah, so I did take that. I don't know where the entry. Hold on. Let me try to find the entry. Oh yeah, in the it's funny because I did take that third swing SNDR. Like there was a little SNDR on the 15 minute, right? This is the SNDR. This tiny SNDR. It does look like it traded through, and I was like, oh, I got a loss. Okay, fine, whatever, right? But if you just look, yeah, this is a 15-minute SNDR. Yeah, perfect. A 15-minute SNDR traded higher, right? A perfect zone. I put a limit here. I was like, okay, I came back and I saw a candle just traded through it. Okay, it's a loss. Then I look at the account and I see that I'm up money. On the 1 second, this trade lasted 4 seconds. 4 seconds. It doesn't even show here. It was in this bearish candle. It tapped. Hold on, let me show you this. Let me show you this because it was honestly it was mind-blowing. This is the trade. Look, I'll put it up to yeah, this is the trade. So a candle, this is the 1 second chart. A candle came, tapped my order, 1, 2, 3, bang. That was it. That was the trade. That was the SNR trade. 4 seconds. Pre-market, yeah, beautiful. Yo, Wingson, welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Glad you're here. And that's the SNDR that I took. Let me mark it as. I hope you guys like the colors. I love the colors. I could always go back to my layout. I don't think I have oh, we have market structure. Let me just hide this. Yeah, let me just save everything. Yeah, perfect. Here you can see everything, right? This is the original the one that we had. What do you guys prefer? Is it, yo Rust, welcome. What do you guys prefer, this one or the one that I just had? So I have market open in just 2 minutes. Good morning, Kino. Good morning. Welcome. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Yeah, either is fine, but I think this is, oh, this is the neutral colors, like, so nice. Do we have an MM here? We do, a fractal MM. So yeah, I do see us essentially sweeping that on market open, tapping that opening gap or even filling it. Oh, we tapped the 50. Where is it? Long MM, bang up. I do see us sweeping this MM and then possibly filling the gap and going higher. Sadly, like, there's no real POI here. But yeah, that's essentially what I have for market open. We have the double top over at, yeah, double top here, break of structure, and now trading lower. Broke the S and the R, so that means what? We could get all the way into the origin of the move. Hey, I wanted to do something. Oh, I forgot to open NinjaTrader. Let me do this real quick. So I can trade, right? hopefully that maybe we'll get an entry, maybe we won't. It doesn't matter, right? We already got an entry in pre-market, so that's perfect. Okay, I'm logged in NinjaTrader. Let me just wait for it to boot up. Oh, such beautiful colors, man. Such beautiful colors. I think there's an SNDR here. Yeah, there's like this lower time frame SNDR. This little fractal. Which is the refined zone. I was talking about the refined zones, right? At the 50%, usually you can see these zones. This is a refined zone, and this is the refinement of the refined zone, right? This is, you know, the fractal concept. You see, this is the higher time frame zone, the higher time frame SNDR. This is the lower time frame, and that's the lowest time frame SNDR. So perfect. I think today is gonna be a good day in terms of PA. I think probably nothing's gonna go wrong. I don't expect a range at all. Let me just mark out the 30, 50, and 70. So the 30, 50, 70 is right here. Okay, perfect. Hey, I'm wishing you guys a happy trading day. Every day is a trading day. Make sure to follow your rules today, okay? Make sure to follow your rules. I'm not gonna say this every single time, but make sure to follow your rules. So we got market open right about now. This is market open. I want shorts. Hey, perfect. We got the double top. I already took shorts. I took like 100 points. But yeah, we got that break of structure. I think this is an area that we could see a potential rejection off of. Of course, it's market open. I'm not gonna force anything. But let me just bring out my copier, just so we have that set up. Okay, copier is set up. Okay, so, oh, hey, thank you. We did take that 4 hour MM sweep, yeah. All the way down to that candle's low, which was yeah, the Sunday candle's low. The Sunday candle's low. That's the 21 o'clock. I was looking at I have like a chart open of MNQ. It's the 5 second, and I was like, what, why is M1 moving so much? But yeah, it's the 5 second. Currently rebalancing in this swing, but I could see us go a little bit higher and then potentially have a rejection up in that area. That's what I could see. Yo, Benny, happy trading week, welcome. So yeah, we have an MM just down below. I think we could sweep that on market open. So, you know, a trade like this and then a possible bounce. We also have the 50 here. Oh my god, where's my laptop? Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna be trading. Okay, perfect. I mean, I'm gonna lock myself out on Top Step today. Because I already took that win, that short. I don't think there's much to say. But yeah, well, much to trade anyways. Yeah, perfect. So a closure below that SNDR usually results in what? The origin of the move, right? Being tapped. Now the origin of the move already is mitigated, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Okay, this didn't close below. I would really like to mark this as the origin of the move. But yeah, it's already mitigated, so that's gonna be a no from me. Currently looking at that you could see this is a fractal, by the way. This is a fractal. I would classify this as a dumb trade, quote unquote. You know, that sweep and then go higher. That's why I'm not taking this. But yeah, tapped again, you know, the top of the We talked about this on backtesting, right? We had backtesting yesterday. We talked about this. Well, the right? We talked about the tap, the 3 tabs that we have, the 3 entries. So we have the first tap of the top of the right? You can take a 1-to-1 on that, which obviously delivered. You can take the 50% on, and you know, take the 1-to-1, and then you can take the sweep with the POI to take it higher. Right? That's what you can do. Let me see what kind of oh, we have no gap candles. Interesting. Let me see. Hold on. Perfect. So you guys have any questions for me? You guys have any questions for me in terms of market structure, or you guys have any charts that you want me to go over? We do have YM. On YM, we did call shorts, if I'm not mistaken, on the daily. Oh, hold on, we have to go to that one. Yeah, on YM we did call shorts. We did call an area over here. I think it's, yeah, 53,375 exactly on the dot. If I can mark it. Yeah, this is the YM chart. So the 1 hour, that's the 1 hour SNDR that I could see price potentially tapping and then moving off of it. Right, this is a good area to long from. Let me see ES. This is the Monday open. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, the same story, right? I could see this tapping the SNDR. Let me see how many swings we have. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 swings, the same as on NQ. So 3 swings on ES. I think we could tap this, or even the larger area, right? The larger area. And then move off of that. Just tap the daily gap. Ooh, yep, I see. Okay, the daily gap is really nice. That tap, yeah, perfect. Nice rejection. I would like to see it drop into 780 though. How do I hide these? Is there a way to hide all of these? Like info. Oh, I can see. Hold on. Indicator inputs titles. Bang. New monitor? No, it hasn't. I thought like the expected delivery was tomorrow. Well, today, but it's probably gonna come tomorrow. It sucks. I wanted to see that monitor so bad, but I can't have everything, right? Okay, let's go back to NQ. So on NQ, this is currently developing nicely. Tapping that I really could see a possible dip, right? When it comes down, a dip into that 50 and then a pop out of it. That's what I could see on NQ. A double bottom down here, which means, for example, if I had an SNDR up above, like this, for example, if I had that, it means that that trade is invalid. Like, if a double bottom is coming into my zone, or a double top, I never take it, right? I never take it. And if I do, please call me out. So I have to do 150 backtested trades. But this is the bearish SNDR. It is, right? There is a closure, but that's a weak closure. Whenever we have this up down candle, I think this will happen on Monday. Yeah, this happened on Monday. Like an up down candle like this. Oh wait, today's Monday. But yeah, whenever we have a closure like this, it usually results in a wick on a higher time frame, right? Let me just show you. Yeah, a wick, right, on 1 hour. But yeah, currently tapping that over and over again. Overall, I think it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 taps. So with every tap like this, the zone gets weaker. I live in the future. What are these dots? Hold on. Okay, you guys have any markets for me to go over? I think today is gonna be rather slow day. On the M1 we don't have any SNDRs. This would be considered the second swing, right? The second swing. Now why the second swing? These are all part of the lower time frame, and if we do trade down below with a closure, this is the protected low, sorry, the protected high, but we do need to see that closure, right? I think this is gonna deliver a 1-to-1 again, or no. But yeah, that 158, I do see that as a level that we could possibly, you know, do a rounding, maybe make that third swing. Would not like to see, you know, just straight dumping. But my level, right? I had the short up above here. Like this is where I shorted. I was originally targeting the opening day gap that you see here, over here. That's what I was targeting as my target, right? It was like 1.5 hour, just about. But then I closed manually when we came to that low. You know, I didn't want it, that was greed, right? That was greed. I saw the profits and I took them. And currently sweeping that right? We can get a pop back into the range. I could see that 50 first being tapped. You know, a possible stab, a V-shaped recovery maybe. But yeah, guys, I hope you're doing fantastic today. So we got that closure down below. Yep, we got that closure. This is too big to be an SNDR. Biblical levels of greed. Yeah, that's the, I didn't want to you know, push my luck. Rather just went for that 4-hour 1-to-1. I did place the limit in the gym. To be completely honest, this limit was placed in the gym, and it looked like this, right? A little bit higher, because, you know, my fat fingers. And then we were targeting that 307, right? 307 ticks originally. Then I just dragged it all the way to the low, and it was like 105. Never goes well for me. Yeah, it was a higher time frame trade, a 4-hour one, which delivered in an hour. And as we said, right, a trade back into the range. And just sadly, like this would have been my entry. This candle, but rather this, but this is too high for me. We are currently in a downtrend, and we have not yet tapped that 50. I really want to see that 50 being tapped to go higher, to, you know, with confidence say, okay, yeah, we are reaching for higher prices. Isn't this more organized? Like everything here is like so neat. But we got that trade back into the range, right? This was a fractal MM. A fractal MM. You could have had your target here, right? We do talk about MMs as targets. Oh. So the second swing, right? The 50 over here. Could see a bounce, right? A 1-to-1. I'm done on my eval for today. I'm only gonna be trading my PAs. If there's a trade that's gonna be happening, it's gonna be on my PAs, and you better know it. Because I already took that 1 hour. I'm not gonna go for anything more. Like if there's gonna be a good setup, of course I'm gonna take it, right? Like why not? With the eval, I think I'm done. Like one trade a day, is good. I don't need more. Yo guys, I appreciate everyone for coming, but 24 people and 5 likes. 24 people and 5 likes. I did the TDA for you and everything. Come on. Come on, show some gratitude. Let's go, baby. I was thinking about, you know, majorly scaling. Like, you know, all these influencers, they do these scaling, these massive scalings on their PAs. Oh, we immediately jumped to 14. Hey, that's perfect. With the PA accounts, like they risk a lot. You know, they build a buffer and they risk a lot. I was thinking of doing the same. You know, just to build up a live account. You know, I want a 6-figure live account would be really nice. So that's essentially my goal currently with trading. We said, you know, that 50, right, is here. A 1-to-1. The 1-to-1 is at 180 though. Three trades per eval, win or lose it. Then move to the next eval. Ooh, yeah, that's if you wanna scale your accounts. I wanna scale the number of accounts. I wanna scale the actual balance. I wanna scale because the number of accounts, you know, you can always just buy more evals, but with actual balances, it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder because, you know, you're risking a lot. The risk of ruin is also bigger then. So yeah, I was thinking about the balances. You know, when you go on a 50k account and you scale it to, I don't know, like 60, 70, 80,000. I saw one guy scaling it in one trade. Well, not in one trade, but yeah, the last trade was like $20,000. He scaled it to 100k. It's totally doable on Top Step. So that 180 just got tapped, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, not yet. Okay, yeah. Perfect, right? That second swing. The second swing never lies. The power is in the second swing, guys. The power is in the second swing. Does it make sense to have 2 accounts and trade SNDR? Yeah, of course, Ahmad. That's exactly what I would have done. Yeah. If, for example, you have 2 PAs, one trade the SNDR and the other you trade the MM, perfect. Yeah, exactly. It makes sense. It makes sense. I seen the 250k accounts. It's like $1,000 or $2,000, isn't it? It's for the guys who want to test out the features, right? The testers. It's brutal. It's brutal. And I seen guys pass them in one trade. That's what I also saw, like on X. It's the Freedom Combine, isn't it? Yo, Rumi, welcome to the live stream, brother. Welcome to the live stream. And before you ask, yes, of course, we already had 2 trades. We already had 2 trades, and we called one live. Yeah, Freedom. Yeah, Freedom accounts. They're really nice. I think, yeah, just, I don't know the exact thing, like the exact parameters of the account, but I think they do seem pretty nice to trade. But they seem pretty nice to trade. Okay, perfect. I think today is gonna be a good day. Currently we are still short. As you saw, that second swing, like the second swing really does never lie. It's structure. We closed down below, right? We said with that closure, traded lower. Now creating that third swing. This is the third swing. And now if we tap that, that would be a good, like a higher time frame trade to do, right? If you want to do a continuation, a higher time frame continuation. But just beware, you know, we can tap the 72, so you can endure some drawdown or even, you know, a stop loss. But that's every trade. Every single trade can be a stop loss. Yeah, perfect. But this does look like a stop loss. It does bother me, but it isn't. I swear, guys, I swear. It was a straight TP. I think this was the fastest trade that I ever done in my entire life. 4 seconds. Or 3 seconds. It was 3 seconds. Yeah. I think it's in my clipboard still. Yeah. So we have one tap. 1, 2, 3 seconds. 3 seconds it lasted. That was the trade. I'm gonna get cooked by Tradeify for hyper scalping, like goddamn. Like micro scalping. It currently just creating a double bottom here. Didn't take out, if you were longing here, it didn't take you out. It did deliver. It did deliver that second swing, but now it's rejecting out of there to go higher. How come when I last 3 seconds it's a bad thing? Yeah, the market doesn't care, right? The market doesn't care, but the people do. I had it marked out, but I did not have confidence versus sweep coming downwards. Hey, yeah, of course, yeah. Definitely, I understand, Ahmed. Yeah, I think if you were trading this on the CFDs, you would have been filled for a stop loss, because CFDs have spread and market delivered that by a tick. 0 tick spread on futures. It tapped me directly on my order, like 0 tick spread. I had like 49 ticks. Yeah, 49 ticks of take profit, and it went up for 49 ticks. So I think if you were trading that on CFDs, you would have been cooked. Absolutely cooked. That's why I love futures, right? That's why when somebody says, yo, why do you trade only futures? Because it's much more reliable, and it's so much more precise. 3 seconds. Hey, don't blink. We're in the same boat, man. We're in the same boat. I understand, man. I understand. But a possible can well, is forming over here. I hope the music isn't too loud. The music shouldn't be that loud. But yeah, come on guys, 15 likes and 22 people here. Come on now. I'm hosting y'all for free. Let's try to hit 20 every single live stream. If we hit 20 every single live stream, I'll start doing it daily. I'll start doing these things daily. Okay, perfect. I was more so looking at if we make another swing to the downside, I would be looking for that breakup structure to go higher with that possible SNDR being present. Yeah, with that SNDR being present, but if this, yeah, this is probably gonna take the high, but yeah, double bottom here below that low. You had the first high and the second high possibly being swept. Let me go off of 5 second real quick. I got the 5 second on my Ninja Trader. It's so nice. Like the platform itself is so nice, but it feels so outdated. Like I wish it was a more refined platform. Like it can be. Like I see the potential in NinjaTrader, but they're just not making the best out of it. Got my risk calculator open and everything. Oh, we got Discord. I don't know why it does that. It wants to, like, whenever I open Discord, you know, to look at anyone took this. It was a micro. Ooh, it was a trade. Yo, Kay, are you in the live stream? If you are in the live stream, Kay, what is this zone for you exactly? It does look like a solid short. I don't know what it is though. I think it is the SNDR. When it comes to more advanced topics, it's the SNDR for breaking the SNDR, right? So the SND responsible for the break of the SND. Responsible. This is something that I don't want you guys to really pay attention to. But this SNDR, like this is the last zone that broke the bullish SNDR, right? And this is advanced market structure. I'm currently just moving higher. Could see a rejection in that SNDR up above. Now you gotta understand that on the higher time frame, yeah, it might seem like a good trade, but you are currently rejecting out of that right? The narrative is currently that double bottom, right? The double bottom, you know, to go higher. I would really love to see another swing to the downside, if I'm being completely honest. Another swing to the downside. Let me just see the fib. Yeah, the 50 of that, you know, unmitigated. 3 more likes. Stop begging for likes. But yeah, that unmitigated origin, or you know, the reversal is up there. That was the low that we closed down below. Traded back in. That would be the sweep, right? The so-called sweep. Bang on. My chart is looking like an ICT trader's chart now. The same, I swear. We don't have news today, so that's a good thing. We don't have any news. So with no news, we don't really expect any major catalyst move, like any major, you know, Drake candles, you know, whatever you want to call them. We don't expect any of that. We expect, you know, a nice little movement. It just depends. If there's a catalyst in the market, of course, the market is going to behave and, you know, respect that. But if there's not, usually we have pretty nice price action like this. Like, I know some of you may see this, you know, is a range, no entries yet, you know, but just be patient, right? Always be patient. Let me just skip this. So my target, if I'm not mistaken, my target would not have been filled. I had a target of 163 and it tapped 165, so I better go back test. What do you guys think? I think that's a good thing. Yeah, I missed it by 2 points. It's GG. I still do think we could get that 50. I think, yeah, just quit trading. Let me just give away all my PA accounts, guys. We're doing a giveaway. Make sure to, you know, let me give away all my PAs. Let me first get a payout on them, and then let me give away everything. That was so fantastic. Yeah, a little MM is for me here. right? So we have 1, 2, 3 touches. I would like to see a nice little move off of here, you know, a little lower. Hey, isn't it a beautiful Monday today? I had leg day today, can you believe that? Oh. Okay, can I please... Okay, so this high over here, why am I marking this high? Like, this is the previous swing, right? This is the third swing, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the third swing. We are currently trading inside of it. We have swept all of these lows here and the as well, and we are currently trading higher, right? I'm still expecting, yeah, maybe we could get that 50, which would be really nice. Or even the 70. Those are the two levels. So let me just mark out those two levels as potential targets. I did too, suffering together. Hey, we're suffering together. Oh, these are way too wide. Let me change the color. Perfect. But I could see a potential rejection off of that SNDR up above. That little line that I have, this is the fib. That's the little line. Can I make this... Okay, levels. Yeah, I can make it a dotted or dashed line. Perfect. So that's the 50, right? The dashed line is going to be the 50. We could possibly see a potential... a trade out of here, right? That's what we could see. But yo, that little trade from Friday, if you guys did catch it, I know a lot of you guys did. So if you took that trade because of me, say 1. If you took that trade because of your rule, say 2. So my limit is 1. You copied my limit. And number 2 is your actual rules. That trade was by your actual rules, not because I said so. So let me see some 1s and 2s in the chat. Come on. I'm not gonna judge anyone. Don't worry. I'm not gonna be mad at anyone. It's just I want to see if you guys actually do take the trades by your rules, or if you're copying me. If you're copying me, I can, you know, help you to get to where I am. It was by your actual trade. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was my rules. Yeah. I did not take. I had already closed my charts. Yo, but you did. Hey, Rush, you did take that trade though. That trade was beautiful. I gotta say, I was marked. I had this marked over here, this area earlier, and I had a limit here. This short SNDR, I had this a limit here on this trade, right? Because I was expecting a possible trade going higher, right? And tapping my limit and then going lower to take the low. That's what I was expecting. That was my narrative. And you know, we just dumped lower and we made an even better zone, right? An even better zone. And it delivered 1 hour perfect, right? On market close too. Like, it was so nice. But I would have taken that trade. Hey, perfect. I locked myself out, but good trade. Hey, thank you. It was a good trade last night. It looked too good not to take it. Hey, I know it looked too good, and I know you took 1.5 hours if I'm not mistaken, right? But look at how much it delivered. You see, it delivered 3 hours, and it was a counter trend move, right? A counter trend move. Look at how this is respecting structure. God damn. So we have this high, right? This is the protected high. Let me do that. Hold on. Bang. Oh. There we go. Okay. It's gonna be crooked. It's fine. You have to BBC the system. Exactly. You have to BBC the system. And that's the protected high over here, right? If we get a closure up above that high, I could see us possibly moving higher. That would be a flip, so to say. But those levels down below do look good as well for a potential long opportunity. So that 109 level, what the narrative behind this is, you know, tapping that 50 and possibly even the 70. With that 158, it's, you know, a stab in that level and then a V-shape recovery higher. That's what I want. But you know, market could just decide to start dumping, right? To start. Nice luck. It's I think it's it doesn't look too good now on this background. It's a little bit orange, the background, and it doesn't look as good. So Marshall got 2 BEs, for anybody wondering. Yo, the BB strat is I mean, when you're in a range like this, what can you do? Do crossed swords for protected? Oh, that's such a nice one. Let me see if I can copy. If I can copy that emoji. Oh, bang. We got it. That's the protected. Still tapping that. Oh, wait, this MM is already swept. So with that comes that second sweep. You could see us possibly going higher. Now, the target, yeah, you see the sweep up here. This aligns with the 1-to-1 on the higher time frame area. That sweep, the 283 level, that aligns with that 1-to-1 on the entire, right, the entire higher time frame swing. If we were to trade off of here, right, if we were to trade long off of here, that sweep does align with that area. Marshall go. Yeah, whoever trades ICT is a friend of Rust's. Perfect, man. You're just stuck in this little range, which there is no problem with that. I just I mean, I would like to see some price development out in each side. So if we do take that low, if that's a scenario that I have for me, if we do break that 165, put a closure down below, a body closure, and then move higher to break that high, I will probably take that SNDR to go higher. Hey, do what Nightbot says. Make sure to follow your rules. You see, he said it. We're staying profitable. Your call. Did you guys backtest on your own this weekend? Did you guys do any backtesting at all? For your own strategy? Hey, Rush, I know you did. I know you did. You're the only one that I know actually backtested this weekend. Hey, Ahmed, what did you guys find out in that backtesting session that you did? One or two, however many you did. What did you find out? What did you learn? Is there something that you learned in that session, that's gonna improve your trading after? A little bit, but not as much as I wanted to. Busy weekend. Hey, I don't blame you. Don't blink. I don't blame you. You know, most traders do nothing. Yeah, and you have the third trader, which just openly we just openly hates backtesting, which is Rust. Hey, hats off to you, Rust. Hats off to you. The SNDR is goated. Hey, that's a really nice conclusion. That's what I figured out as well. I was going over the live executions channel, which you can do too, like the historic entries. You can see every single entry that I took. Can you check X? It broke through an SNDR. Is it not valid? Is that gold? What is that? I can't see. Hold on. You mean silver? I think I done 14 hours of back. Yo, Rust. Goddamn. Silver. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll check it. So that is GAU. Is it AU? No, that's gold. Hold on. AG1, right? Yeah, AG1. Am I not? Am I? Silver futures. Okay, perfect. Why don't I have AG? Silver futures. Is it not AG? What's the ticker for futures? I don't know what's the ticker for silver. Let me see. Silver Omex SI. Okay. Which time frame? Which time frame? Because on the hourly, ooh, interesting price action on. Yo, I'll get to silver in just a bit. I see NQ absolutely dumping. So, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I just gotta check out what's NQ doing. I'll check the silver trade out in just a moment, but you gotta give me the time frame. So what I said is a body closure down here, and then a trade to go higher, right? Bang. What's the time frame you said? Hold on. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Okay, I'll check. Hold on. So no closure down below. So the 1 hour did close up above. We have the 1 hour area. Ooh. I mean, structure on silver is not that beautiful. So that was the overall break. Let me see, 15. On the 15 minute, we did end up going here and then higher. And that's the 15 minute area. Responsible. But that's the bullish area, right? Yeah, that's the bullish area. Bam. Long SNDR. On this leg alone, yeah, I do see this as the SNDR. I mean, hold on. On the 1 minute, this looks like, it did break through the SNDR, yeah. On the 1 minute, but on the 15 minute, this is the larger time frame area, and it's a little bit lower. We still have yet to tap. I'll be doing my back testing this weekend, but what I did find is I understand the concept, but it's all about putting it together and putting structure and routine together, and not to counter trade against the trend. Exactly, Kino. It's you wanna mark that higher on the 5 minute. Yeah, it's a little fractal. You could have used that, but this is a 15 minute trend, and this is a 15 minute break of structure, and this is a 15 minute break of structure. So we're going to be using the 15 minute area. Oof, NQ. Yo, hold on. What is happening with NQ? So we are again off by a couple points. No closure down below, so that means not a protected high at all. Cool. Yeah, no trade here. I would have liked at least a body closure down below. ES reacting. I think NQ is gonna melt down any moment now. Oh, okay. I see. You were predicting the markets. Rust. I see we're predicting them. Also look for higher time frame closures below. Yeah, look for higher time frame closures. These are really important. You know, like for example, if there wasn't a higher time frame closure for this SNDR, I would not have taken it. But obviously, right, it was. And here, right, look, there was no closure down below this. So, wait, hold on. Is the stream working? It says no data. I hope you guys, I don't know. Okay, the stream's back on. Oh, I got scared for a moment. Okay, never mind. Okay. So what we have here is that SNDR. There was no closure below that low, so therefore that SNDR is invalid. So make sure to really pay attention to higher time frame closures. Yeah, Rust is using ICT. Rust is an ICT trader. Bounced hard from the unwoke attack, but I thought it would be. Okay. Okay. We're using NWAGR now, huh? So, yeah, unfortunately, no closure. We have a 5-minute high up above. This is the 5-minute high, the protected one. But yeah, just make sure to yo, Kino, if you have any questions about how to approach it, make sure to shoot me a DM, or ask it in everyone uses everyone uses DTFX. Make sure to ask it in the channel, right? In the ask Benchina channel or anywhere, right? If you have any questions, I'll make sure to answer them. Yeah, so unfortunately we did not get down below to that 157 level. Let me see how off we are. I think not that off. Okay, let me just fix. Yeah, this is way off. Hold on. This is 156 and this is 106. Yeah, perfect. This is much better. Yeah, currently just creating a double bottom over here in this PA. I do see that high possibly being taken. There would have been more confidence in that, say, because if we tap that 156 level. But of course we didn't, so unfortunately. But that's the second sweep, right? With the second sweep, usually what you get is that sweep of that high, right? Which the first sweep created. And we're out of monster. Out of monster already. A double bottom down below. Yeah, I mean, this could definitely go for that high 253. Let me go back to silver though. Yeah, on silver we still have yet to tapped the SNDR. But I do see silver, the higher time frame is a little bit choppy. Yeah, the whole silver is a little choppy to trade. I mean, it's still abiding market structure as it seems. We have this rounding trade down below, tap that 50. I'm currently looking at the 9 AM TBR candle, didn't close below that 9 AM. Would like to see how price reacts for. Okay, we still have we have to close down below the 9 AM candle. I think MMs could work here. I think MMs could definitely work on silver. As you can see, that sweep. Let me try to find another one. Yeah, so this is a clear one. And we have that sweep and then you trade back in. I think with MMs, as long as you're a part of, like, as long as you're using them correctly, I think they can work on silver better than SNDRs. Have one over here that has yet to have been swept, so make sure to watch for that. To have room to develop more data, of course, always. So let me check. Yeah, NQ is just doing the NQ thing with ranges, Monday range, as we say. You know, top of the range, bottom of the range. But still, you know, we have to make sure to keep track of our highs and lows. Where are the protected highs and lows? The protected high is over here. The protected low over here. We don't need to check for that, but the protected low is nowhere near here. It's over here. This is the protected low on the higher time frame. So still have room to develop some data, right? So let me see the 9 AM TBR candle. Where is it? This is the 6, 8, 9. So this is the 9 a.m. candle. Yeah, okay, of course. Yeah, there's still room to develop this. I think we could definitely, you know, after, well, closing this, either go one or the other side, or do that, tap that higher time frame area and bounce from that higher time frame area. I think that's a realistic outcome for price today. So tapping that 156 or even 106, and then, you know, liquidating that TBR without a closure down below, of course. We'll see though. We aren't philanthropists. We aren't gonna become philanthropists. And you know what I realized? The 150k is actually really hard to pass. And I'm gonna be honest and clear about this. The 150k is much harder to pass than a 50k. Like, it's taken forever. With the 50ks, you can pass them like bam, bam, bam. Risk 400 on them, 300 on them. You can pass them like this, right? Well, if you risk like 400, 500, easily pass them. But on the 150ks, you have four and a half grand of drawdown. So max, you're risking like 1,000, and even then, you have to make 10 winning trades. Much harder to pass a 150k than a 50k. So make sure to always go for the 50k, unless you're experienced, right? If you're experienced, then go for more. But if you're not, make sure to stick to 50s. 50ks are like, they're so easy to pass. I don't know how people have problems with passing 50ks. Like, this may be a controversial topic, but I don't know how people have actual problems, you know, trying to pass these accounts. It's mind-boggling. Like, it's, you risk like 300, for example, 300 on that account, 350. Like, your max is gonna be trading it for 2 months. 1 hour in the bank, baby short. Let's go, Benny. Let's go. This has still not broken any highs. Managing 100k, is it a PA account? It's down at 7%, but it's in my hand, so yeah. Miracle risk. You got this, Deji. You got this. Is it a 100k live account? If it's a high, oh. A live account is much more devastating than an eval. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think it's that. Yeah, I mean, it's sad news if you blow it, of course. Like, but that's the realistic expectations. Like, when somebody gives you an account to trade for them, what they should expect is not, you know, huge returns, but rather you blowing it, right? So they're not that devastated when you actually blow it, because there is a chance. There's always a chance. Even I can blow accounts, right? Even I. And that's a good question that Russ said. Why? A good question, yeah, actually. So let me go explain structure some more. So we have that first swing. Perfect. That was the first swing. Let me go do the second swing. So this was the second swing. We agree on that? That closure down below, that 5-minute closure. Hold on. Second swing. So on the third swing, right? Where is the third swing? After this closure, right? We got that closure. This is now the third swing. Now, where is... Hold on. This is not... Oh my god. Okay, whatever. With that closure, that high now becomes the protected high. Let me see if there was a 5-minute closure. Yeah, no 5-minute closures there. But this does look like it wants to react from here. Either react or just shit down. I need experience on risk management. Okay, yeah, that's okay, understandable. But you could gain experience on risk management on a sim. Like, that's just, you know, me throwing out ideas. Don't be mad at me, okay? I'm just, it's just me, a humble man, throwing out ideas. I think you could gain experience on that as well. I know it's not the same, but why not, you know, why not get yourself like a 100k eval at that point then? Like, I don't know how much they fetch for nowadays. Let me see, add an account. Yeah, so a Tradeify one is $160, and that's all in. Ah, okay, okay. I'm sizing the fuck up. Yo, don't blink, I love that. Yeah, okay, Deja, I understand. I understand. Yeah. I'm sizing. Yo, you guys aren't real, man. I love it, man. I love it. We still have that outstanding higher time frame level of 156. This is just making that rounding. When we eventually do have that pop, we could get a decent trade into the opposing direction. Zing. Yeah, Kino, yeah. I do plan on it. I do plan on it. I mean, I do plan on it one day, but first I want to see if it's even possible. Like these live streams, if it's even possible to do it. Like, I don't know how much value I do provide for you guys, but I want to see at least one of you succeed before I do any sorts of that. Yeah, definitely though, definitely, because I do see that I am already helping a lot of guys like with their trading and stuff. I think it's a good direction to go in. Look at that rejection! Oh my god! Yeah, of course with that tap now. Ooh, so the sweep at 283 is our target. It doesn't mean that it's gonna go right up to there, right? It does not mean it can still retrace and then go higher, but that's essentially the overall target, the one-to-one on the entire zone. But yeah, on the topic, on mentorship topic, I would never open like a public mentorship in terms of like a Discord. You know, that's what I wouldn't never. We didn't have a gap fill, by the way. 154 was the low. This is 155, 1 point off. But yeah, in terms of like a group coaching, that's something that I would never do. Something that Dave does, like for example the students that he has, that's something that I would never do. And you know, I would much rather go in a direction of actually interacting with the person. I'm gonna scalp it for 0.15R. You know how much win rate you would have on 0.15R? That's crazy. Just full ported at that point. That's a protected high over here. Let me snap it. It does look so nice. I'm glazing my own charts. It has come to the point that I'm glazing my own charts. Yeah, that here's your opportunity to bring that bitch from drawdown, Deji. Don't listen to Rust. Don't listen to Rust. Yeah, if this does come up above, up above and creates an SNDR, as I said, I am proudly taking this. I am proudly taking that if that happens. I feel I just switched to more neutral colors too, feels much cleaner. Yeah, like the charts feel I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, much cleaner. Yeah, I think that's the best word to use. Yeah. Really, Ziga, the limit orders really helped me. Hey, Benny, I appreciate that. I hope each time that you're gonna come into the stream, you're gonna smash that like button just because they helped you. I mean, I helped you. That's all I'm asking for. Yeah, I love pastel colors as well. I tried to make a pastel, you know, the original this is supposed to be pastel, but I messed up. Okay, I just went completely off course. Completely. Oh, we got 21 likes. Hey, we smashed the like button already. For all I care, we smashed it. Hey, I really appreciate it, guys. There was no video on Saturday because I did have an apartment tour, and I'm looking for new apartments as we speak. Like this week, I have one on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday, and potentially one on Saturday as well. So I'm looking for new apartments. It's gonna be fire. Keras, this was your 0.50 in our trade, 100 ticks. I think if you full ported that was how much? 100 ticks full porting. That's 4 contracts. Bam. Are you going to continue live streams once your unis? Of course. Of course. I think I'll do as many as possible. This is the 50% of the higher time frame zone. Yeah, the third swing, right? So we can expect price to move off higher from here, because why? This is a structural zone, a part of structure, the third swing. That's why I have it marked. So it could move higher now, right? The 156. But this is moving nicely. And you know, the rounding as well. With that said, it can still drop lower and go higher. But again, right, we tap the zone, right? If you took a trade, you would have been in that trade. And what you're targeting, let me see on the hourly. Oh, crazy. That is crazy. I was looking for the previous candle's high, but that's the previous candle's high. So that's your first target, and the second target is, of course, that sweep. Or if you want to take the hourly, it's 265, you know, the target. But again, it's a higher time frame zone. You have a lot of room to play with. You have about 500 ticks of room. Well, if you take the whole zone, it's 1,000, but that's 500 ticks that you can, you know, let price do whatever it wants in there. You know, just the 50s. Like, imagine if you had an MM entry, like a 4-hour entry up above here. Like, look how precise those targets would have been, right? The 50, the sweep, the 50 again. All of these levels can be used as targets, like for a higher time frame entry, the one that I took. Wait, I didn't even show you the entry. What am I doing? Hold on. Oh, we got... Ooh. Thanks for the limit entry tip. Yo, what a short. Lovely, lovely, Benny. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. We got live executions. Yeah, perfect, Benny. Yeah, I love it. Let me just show you guys the entry that I took on there. Yeah, perfect. Copy image. That's the entry that I took on Top Step, right? The 4-hour. Yeah, excuse my fat fingers for you know, misplacing the entry. But again, it was that candle low, and I was looking for it to come to the 186 level, and it did tap the 186 level perfectly, if I'm not mistaken. 186, where it was. Yeah, this was the 180 at level, right? And then it bounced off of. We had an here too. And I was looking for that low to be swept. And look what it did after. After that low was swept. Let me just place an arrow. After the low was swept, we came all the way back to my entry. So a perfect target. A perfect target. Hey, this is looking really nice though. This is looking really nice. Could see a possible short opportunity up here. But I'll see how many swings develop here, like on the lower time frame. If it's just gonna be straight movement up, then probably not. But if it's gonna be like small retracement going up, you know, actual 1 minute retracements, then I might consider, and with the rounding of course, I might consider shorting here on the PAs. Price action is much better than the previous weeks, I must say. The market just opened, right? It's Monday and I already have 2 entries. So, I mean, that's a W in my book. A W. For those who ask, this is about to go down. Oh, are we sure? Rust, share an entry where you short. Share an entry where you're short. Let's see if you can put some confidence behind that. Yeah, I don't think it was low volume. Like, I don't even know what it was. I can't manage 0.2 hour. Yeah, like look at Friday. Yeah, I mean Friday was nice with that short, but you know, Thursday opened up whatever that was and then straight chop. I mean that's fine. Okay, let's look at Wednesday. Okay, I mean, you know, 2 bad days, right? It's fine. Like 2 bad days of just straight ranging. I mean that's fine as well, right? Let's go to Tuesday. So Tuesday had a really nice price action, but of course no entry was present. The SNDR got mitigated before I could take it as an entry. Fingers crossed. But yeah, Monday we did have that entry, which was really nice. I wanted to take that on the PAs as well, but I think we didn't tap a level down below that I wanted it to tap. So yeah, but that down. Hold on, let me mark out. This is the 50. Yeah, bang. This is the 50, the 893. You could potentially have a trade here, like a higher time frame trade. My man. That high is still protected over here. But looking like really nice rounding. That's all I have for the markets today. Looks like a really nice rounding. Look at that wick. The wicks on the Wickistan. It's not Nasdaq, it's Wickistan. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks. I mean, it's Monday, right? So I'm not gonna expect anything major of price. Let me see if there's any news. Senior Iranian official. Iran has decided to shift its policy from defensive to a fully offensive one. Okay. Oh, so that's what delivered my short. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So Iran playing games again. Did you know, guys, that the Hormuz Strait is gonna be US territory? When I heard Trump say that, he's gonna claim the Hormuz Strait as US territory, I was like, yo, is that like a sane person talking, or like what do you mean you're gonna? It's Iranian soil. Well, soil. It's the sea, but I mean, that was just crazy, in my opinion. Of course, they want to have control over oil, right? Why wouldn't they? Let me see what oil did. It's at 82. Yeah, in 2 hours it's shorted to the... I'm the captain now. yeah, exactly. But yeah, oil is still short. They did fill that gap, which is perfect. 22 likes. Let's get. I don't think we're getting 30, Rumi, on this. Jig and Marshall have full sovereignty. Yeah, we are the people ruling. It's the Strait of Ziga and Marshall. Z&M. Z&M. Change the name to the Strait of America. Yeah. I mean, it's brutal. Whatever's happening there. Like my prayers are with the people. Of course, a lot of people are also dying. You know, with the war going on and stuff. Gold looks like it went up. Let me see gold. Oh, gold did went. Yeah, it did went a little bit higher. But I already see a good SNDR here on the 5. Ooh. Yeah. Gold did in fact go up. Now, this is the final rejection that I do see for gold, and that's the origin. Let me mark out that as the short, not the SNDR, but the origin. Bang. Save template. Short origin. Bang. So we are currently rejecting from that origin. I do see us rejecting, delivering that 1-to-1, possibly even dropping below that low. Yo, Suyash, welcome, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. I'm confident we'll get to 30. Yeah, maybe. If you have to not click the like button, do that now. It's free. It is free. It is free. Trump is literally the stereotype of fat old stupid boomer, the rent seeker type of guy. Yeah, exactly. You know, you know how much money he's making? Like, just, I don't think you guys can even fathom the amount of money he's making right now. I'm not a Trump hater, but like the amount of money he's making right now, it's absurd. It's in the hundreds of millions. Yeah, you know, he can say like whatever. He can make shit up like he did with Iran, you know, being defensive all of a sudden. At least $100K, at least? What do you mean? 100 million? 100 million, probably. You see, he made 2.2 billion last year alone. That's 100 million. That's like 150 million per month. Just absolutely crazy. This looks like it's struggling to go higher. But yeah, as I said, we can still have that pop below that low and then go higher. We had to force Powell to step down. It was obvious. Yeah, with Powell, yeah. That first interaction that he had with Powell was genuinely the most disgusting thing that I'd ever saw. Like, he really wanted Powell out of office. He pushed him out of office. Literally. But yeah, with the GC, let me just do a little bit more in GC. I don't think I made it justice. Oh. Let me see if this closed up above. It didn't. Okay, so with this kind of SNDR, yeah, you can get a tap off of here on gold, but I do see lower prices. Definitely sweeping that SNDR, possibly even the low. Right? That's what we said. The low. He made thousands of trades. The best trader in the world would have made that Robin Cup a joke. Yeah, of course he can manipulate the markets. He can literally say whatever, and then the market. He should be banned from trading. Politicians like in general should be banned from any type of trading, because they literally have, you know, insider info and stuff. Like, come on now. At least give me the info too, so I can be rich as well, right? Like, come on, don't gatekeep that shit. Come on. We do have a closure up above, so that is the protected low. I'm planning to buy on this 5-minute SNDR on GC. Yo, Zemplace, let me see. I don't know why you guys are so keen on gold, but I do have gold rejecting here for at least a 1-to-1. So let me see how many swings. So we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the third swing. You could see a rejection out of here, a little rejection. I do hope that it's gonna deliver. I don't know, because I haven't backtested the gold. The previous SNDR did deliver. If you look, like this zone on the 5-minute, this did deliver. So you could see that deliver as well. I don't know how SNDRs are with gold. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, exactly, Deji, exactly. Why are you trading then? Don't trade something that you haven't backtested, man. Let's go. Come on. Trade something that you did backtest. For example, I backtested thousands of trades on NQ. Thousands. Like, you have to know how the market moves. Like, how do you think that I know how shorts form? You see, look. You had NQ and shorts. NQ and shorts. Oh, let me short on, but nah, let me go BE, and then okay, let me short again, but nah, let me just take you out first and then I'll go short. You know, it's kind of ruthless. It's kind of ruthless. You see the same exact scenario here. Oh, I want to hold on. I'm gonna enter short. Okay, market's going down. Let me have a target down here. Nah, let me go first and stop you out, and then I'll go and deliver that. I took that short on NQ where you mark this sword emoji. That a valid SNDR? Oh yeah. Ooh, you had that as the SNDR. Okay. You're the K guy, right? On Discord, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I was asking what that zone was for you. So if it's an SNDR, personally, I have an SNDR just up above, right? Because we have a closure up above here. This is a valid protected low. Yeah. So I have the SNDR just up above. But I guess, look, this is still a valid trade in terms of, you know, market structure. It was an unmitigated swing. But what it was the SNDR for breaking the SNDR. So SND responsible for breaking the SND. So you can see here, traded higher, broke that low of the SNDR, and then we traded back into it and then traded lower. That's advanced market structure over here. Gold lot to position sizing is pretty okay compared to NQ. Literally use less than 1 lot to open $600 on GC, but need 60 to 70 lots on NQ. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I understand, yeah. And the commissions do eat up the profits, right? More than 10 lot sizing. Yeah, you have to do like multiple positions then, right? You have to click. You're trading MT, right? So MetaTrader. It fails to execute other limits. Ah, that sucks. That sucks. I mean, glad that they have like this safe stop safe. They save stop. Have a nice day, guys. Time for a little nap and done for the. Hey, Benny, have a nice one. Really. Hey, appreciate you for coming, man. Appreciate you for coming. Yeah, this could become an MM, by the way. This could very well become the MM. And we have the sweep up there as well. So I'm a market as a possible MM. Possible short MM. So with us tapping, we are still delivering. Let me see how much this delivered already. We have 200 ticks. 200 ticks it already delivered for that 156 level. Yo, Rust, where is your stop loss? Where is your stop? Yeah, I mean, unfortunate because we didn't tap, you know, fill that gap. I was looking for that gap tap, but not the fill. Right? That tap of the gap was my entry. Well, not entry, but my exit. At max loss. At DLL. I can't frame it. Yeah, I know. I'm kidding. Russ, don't worry. I'm kidding. It's I know we don't always get what we want, right? It's too wide, 0.50. But this does look really nice. Really nice. So we had targets of that high, right? That first high, and 283. So let's see if that's gonna deliver. But this is the protected low, sorry, protected high. If we do trade up above it, I do see a possible bullish trade to go higher from the SNDR. Hopefully it's not just gonna be, you know, green candles. But yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. But that sweep, damn, did it deliver? Hold on. Okay, so if you went in on the tap, where would have your, yeah, that's your trade over here. It still has not delivered a 1-to-1. That 1-to-1 is on the high. If you took that sweep with the POI, but you could have just taken the 50. Like, place a limit on the 50 and then, you know, just let it ride. And later refine your stop loss once it hits the entry. The second sweep delivered a 1-to-1. Ooh. Oh yeah, I can see, yeah. Okay, let me see. Over here. Ooh. I mean, if you're taking that high on the last down candle, yeah, if you're looking at this, I think it didn't deliver. But bro, do you trade gold, and what do you like to trade sweep or? With gold, I don't like to touch it at all. The margins are really high on the futures, but I do tend to, you know, do some analysis on it. We were expecting shorts, and I do still expect shorts on gold. But what I trade is the SNDR, right? The SNDR is the trade, well, the zone responsible for the break of a high or a low. That's what I trade. I also trade the which is the multiple mitigation zone, and everything that can be learned, right? So if you do !kit, so KIT, you can you know, get my free foundation, where it literally says what I trade. So, and it gives you all of the info of my strategy. It works. But yeah, it's you just gotta put your email in, and it's you get the PDF, right? No cost, it's free. There's also a calculator one for calculating future position size, if you're into futures, right? But I'm guessing that based on the fact that you're calling gold ZAO USD, I think that you probably trade CFDs, I would guess. And this is crazy. Look at this. 300 ticks and counting. God damn. So the first target could have been that high, and that second target is sweep, as we were saying. You could also take that 50, the 50 of the as a possible target. So the start of the MM, the 50 of the MM, and the sweep of the MM. The sweep of the MM obviously being the less probable. But of course, right? Because why less probable? Because it can still tap that MM and you know do all sorts of stuff. But with that double bottom, that first high was swept. You could see us sweeping that high as well. But this is still in that range. The whole range of New York, the whole range that we have had in New York, that's still in that little tiny 100-point range. Anyway, so Rust, we're getting that short, right? We're getting that short. How's the weather? Let me check. 27 degrees out. Yeah, 27 degrees, cloudy. A little bit of rain, which we needed, right? Europe really needs rain at the moment. We are cooking up. Cooking up. Yeah, a lot of fires going on, right? Especially in Croatia and stuff. It's generally disturbing. And at the Nürburgring, the track, there's also fire. I really wanted to go, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to if it burns down. So rain, don't go away, come again, please. Yeah, there's a huge drought. Yeah, I have. It's genuinely like scary, you know, eerie, scary, nightmare fuel. Yeah, it's genuinely like hell. It looks like hell, but not in a bad way. Like, it generally does look like hell. When I see these kinds of videos, like from the fires, the forest fires, it's he's been a hermit for so long. When asked about the weather, he says, "Let me check." I have the what are the shades down. I can't look out of the window, but it is cloudy outside. I went to the gym in the morning, right? It was cloudy outside, and it did rain, so. Wait, did we end up sending the in the TDA the 30, 50, 70? We didn't, right? Yeah, of the entire swing we did. Okay. You see, this is dedication. I was trading. Okay, I was trading. I was you know, marking these zones out, and had to place a limit as well. Sorry, not a limit. They sell, yeah, sell stop limit. 5-minute chart can looking so clean. My oh, look at this. This is the best. Wait, the 15-minute looks even worse. The 15-minute looks even worse. I'm sorry, Rust. Like, not every day is gonna be a good, you know, a good day. Did any of you take this? Just generally curious. This little zone. Because I just saw, yeah, it did break a high, but that high was not a valid high. Okay. It's Monday. I never come in with high hopes, to be honest. Yeah, with Monday, like even in backtesting, I don't really have much trades. It usually does follow the Gaussian theorem. So, you know. Oh my god, the normal distribution. If I can, yeah. So, on Wednesday, being the most trades, and on Monday, the least. Well, the least. And Monday on Friday. That's how it goes. Even with profits, I was mind blown when I saw this. The actual, you know, distribution of my profits, it looked like this. So the Wednesday being the highest, Thursday being just there, sorry, Tuesday, and Thursday too, and then Friday like this. This is the actual distribution of my profits. How much do I risk on fund? It's 150 and 300. That's how much. On Apexes, I risk 150, and on my Tradify, I risk 300. Now pulled three Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Friday. Yeah. Yep. I think I mean, it would be better for me. Honestly, it would. Because it tends to be much nicer price action. On Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I do post everything. I mean, with the schedule, nothing is set in stone yet. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Nothing is set in stone yet. But I think, yeah, Wingsen, you bring up a solid point. I didn't even think about that. You know, I didn't think about price action at all. I was like, okay, it's a trading day, so we can have a live stream. That's all I thought about. Sorry. That sounds kind of nice. Yeah, I know. I'm actually, you know, debating actually starting that because it does sound really good. Like, why don't I do that? Those are the only days I trade: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I could move the schedule up. I'll do a poll on the Discord, okay? So because there's more people, you know, not all people are here. There's only, yeah, I know, only 22 people. But if you look at the whole Discord, there's like 250 people now, and we have grown quite a bit. So I will maybe change the schedule coming into next week, to Thursday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, or just do it every day. Yo, 5 shorter streams? Yeah, of course, but you know, in short, what happened here? Look. Why is it saying 8:30? Has the clock moved? Wasn't there market open here? 8:30. Why is it said? Okay, whatever. If I had a shorter stream, 1 hour long stream, look, this is all the price action we would have went through, right? This is all the price action. This is 1 hour of price action. This is a shorter stream. What happened here? Not much. An MM sweep, and that's it. An MM sweep. So with these longer streams, I can go through much more of live PA, much more in detail, you know, explain what's happening to the markets. And this is looking like call trades like this, 156, you know, still going higher. With the shorter streams, I mean, you can get them every day, and I'll be here. Like, I would do 1 hour long streams, 1 hour long, but I don't think you're gonna benefit as much as the 3 larger ones in terms of live application of these concepts. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is worth experimenting. I could definitely look into that. I'm so down to try that. So currently trading higher. On the lower time frame, I think we have yeah, I mean, 2 valid swings, I would say. But don't blink, you do. What's the 156 level again? It's the 50. You won't believe it. It's the 50 of the higher time frame swing. Really nice. Really nice. We did call it on stream, right? So the 50 being tapped, like over here, price was moving higher, but I said, yeah, it can still come lower and tap at 156 because that's the 50, right? I really want to see structure being tapped before I call out any trades like this, right? Before I call out any large moves. And it has never disappointed me. For example, we had this second swing. We said, yeah, the second swing can deliver, right, that 1-to-1. And the second target will be that 156. But yeah, really nice, really nice. We have this MM here, currently tapping it. You could see that 50 being tapped again. But what I do see is us delivering that 1-to-1 on the entire swing, right? That's my overall higher time frame target. And if you take a short here, it would be counter trend. Right? Just make sure to Yeah, because this is, once it does come up above here, this is gonna probably close up above. Was the lowest wick an the lowest wick an sweep, and why? So you're asking me if it was and why it is. Okay, so perfect question. Yeah, the lowest wick it wasn't. This one is. This is an sweep, right? Look at this. There's a fractal here. I hope you can see it. The lowest wick was an sweep. Had 1, 2, 3, right? Oh, hold on. 4, 5, right? And then we swept it, and then we traded back into the range. Delivered, you know, whatever we delivered, then came back down, reswept it, again reswept it, tapped the POI, and now we're trading higher. Yeah, and that's the entry that I would have taken, right? I would not have taken this over here, but rather this, because this is actually tapping a higher time frame POI, right? And this is delivering for, I mean, it delivered 1.5 hour, which is all that we need. I did talk about this when it did like 0.8 when it was here, but yeah, perfect. You see why I say have that POI? This is why I say have a POI when trading the sweeps, always. Right? I hope you can understand now why. The 156 level, that was the 50% of the entire swing. I mean, you could have had, you know, the gap as well, but I was more so fixated on the structure, because me and structure, ooh, we have a good relationship. Oh, this is going higher. Somebody Q may take me higher. As a matter of fact, what's okay, 15 minutes. I don't think we're gonna get demonetized. Well, not demonetized, but copyright strike. I think. Hold on. Is this the one? I think this is the one. I think this is the one. Ooh, look at this. I don't think this is the one. Hold on. Does anybody have you know, the Take Me Higher? What is it? Oh my god, I forgot. Take Me Higher, like the house song. What's the Took the long? Hey, perfect, Kino. That's a really nice trade. That's a really nice trade. Oh, it's You Take Me Higher. Is it? Wait, let me see. No, it isn't. Okay, never mind. If anybody has the song name, please, please. I wanna cue it, man. Waving Flag. Ooh, the Waving Flag. Yo, that's a good song. I really wanted, you know, to Take Me Higher. If anybody has the name of that song, please let me know. Or I can just check the Spotify. I can check Spotify. No, it's not the Waving Flag. It's not the Waving Flag. Hold on. I'll check it. I'll check it right now. It's higher. Need you higher. It's Need You Higher. Perfect. Bang. That's what we're gonna listen to. Hey. Is there any news? That we just delivered that 1-to-1 right now. We just delivered that whole 1-to-1. So Kino, congratulations, man. You just took profit, if I'm not mistaken, right? So the stream, if it ends, it's because we got copyright striked. Okay? I do see a potential long down here. It was on my 30-day demo account. Oh, I mean, hey, you took the trade, right? You took the trade. Oh, this is such a banger. I wanted to do this for a while now. Actually play the songs that I listen to. Oh man. This makes me so happy. To rewire. Ah, good vibes only. Good vibes only. Hey, we got that target. 1-to-1, right? 1-to-1, baby. This is actually like the songs that I listen to. It's sweep with the POI. With the POI. As I was saying, right? Always have that POI. Always have that POI. I mean, you could take that sweep without the POI. Of course you can. It's, you know, I mean, it can deliver too. I'm more so looking at that SNDR up above, if I'm being honest. That as a target, like as a possible trade going lower, right? But you can take that with no POI as well. Just know that it's a little bit lower lower probability. That's all it is. Lower probability. But I'm also looking at that SNDR up above. You guys like the song? I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Oh, you you cooked now. You cooked now. Let me set that as the next one. So that sweep, you know, you see that sweep delivered too, right? But it's just lower probability. All it is, right? So with that, you're gonna have like 10% win rate less, probably. But if the MM looks good, take the entry, right? Take the entry. Look at how well we predicted today's PA. Look at how well we predicted today's PA. Perfect. Perfect. 1-to-1. Like that, baby. And you know, then people say, ooh, but the concepts don't work. Oh, really? The concepts don't work or you don't work? Come on now. The concepts are unprofitable. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, bro. Totally. Whatever makes your boat float. I mean, using them correctly, it will work. There is zero chance that it doesn't. Yeah, there are periods of time that it doesn't work, but it's not always. It's not the concepts don't work. It's the statistical variance. Bang. So let me queue up the burns. MK. Bro, that better. That's such a good song. I know I'm copying Dave right now so hard, but it's such a good song. the being the target. Now, what did it do? Reject. I do have a good song. Do I? Oh, let me check my Spotify playlist. The Spotify playlist that I have, it's every single day is a profitable day. And the descriptions reads, face reality, you're not working hard enough, you don't want it bad enough. So do with that information whatever you please. Let me just find the song. You guys got any songs that you want me to play? Back and forth on Twitter that time. I mean, when Dave sees drama, Dave always, finds a way into that drama. But if you guys have any song suggestions, any requests, make sure to shoot them in the chat. But I do still see that rejection from the SNDR. First person. Okay. So let's keep it at EDM house, but that first person shooter, of course, it's a banger song. I would, if I hit TPs on my PAs, I would definitely play. Like I would play. Yeah, that's something that I would play. But yeah, in terms of house, like I'm Falling, Next Habitat, that's a really good song too. If you guys know. We have a live execution here, Kino, after 10:30. Oh, TBR based structure. Oh, you're. Oh, beautiful long. Kino, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I just saw the trade. Hey, props to you, my man. Props. You guys got any song suggestions before I go? So this is the 2-hour mark. Usually I end here. Do you guys have any questions? Any song suggestions? Anything? Will you take the SNDR shorts? Probably I will. Thanks, man. I think it's the music. It could be the music. Yeah, probably. But if you're trading CFDs, you are gonna be filled with a limit here. You're gonna be filled way off, right? Way off. And I usually take these SNDRs for a 1-to-1, and with a limit, and yeah, overall a sell limit and a buy limit down here. It may need to go over that 1-to-1. Play 1 hour. I could definitely do that, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys for coming. The 2-minute rule and spread sucks. Yeah, exactly. That's why I trade futures. Futures are so much better in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, I may end up taking that, either the short or the long, right? So the long is down here at 218. And the short is at 298. I'll keep you posted in the live execution channel, okay? To give you an insight as to what I'm doing. But yeah, essentially, we have traded up above that protected high on the 5-minute. I do see a solid rejection off of that SNDR, but I do also see a good trade over here. I may take both, I may take neither. So, I mean, yeah. Not the end. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm confused between MM and SNDR. It asks the question, like, ask the exact question about MMs and SNDRs. In where is it? Hold on. Yeah, in Ask Benchina. Ask Benchina in my free Discord. You can do exclamation mark Discord. You get the invite. But you can ask the question, like exact question. What is the thing that's confusing you, and I will answer it for you. Or just come onto the next stream, like on Wednesday. Yeah, otherwise it has been an amazing stream, guys. I hope you guys are gonna have an amazing rest of the day. Thank you all for coming. But yeah, I have videos on both of them, on SNDRs and on MMs, if you have any confusion. Yeah, again, I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me. So make sure to take care and follow your rules as always, right? Follow your rules. Hey, thank you guys, appreciate it. Peace out.
First person shooter mode, we turning your son to a funeral. To them niggas that say they want office, you better be talking about working in cubicles. Yeah, them boys had that lot, but I knew the code. A lot of niggas debating my numero. Not the 3, not the 2, I'm the UNO. Yeah. Numero UNO, me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit